Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? This is your man Thot the Great checking in. Once again, let's get straight to it, man. Just leaving the gym, just got in a championship level workout, and I'm ready to talk, man. I'm ready to do a little bit of talking in case, you didn't catch my live last night where I was kicking in Shannon Sharpe's back due to the fact that he allowed this brainless OnlyFans Thot to get him for a large sum of money in a settlement. In case you missed that, don't worry, because we got a lot more to talk about today from the details that have continued to come out about this whole debacle. Because now we don't even have to speculate anymore. We're getting new information about the actual figures of the settlement, and it is absolutely mind-boggling, guys. From what I'm understanding, and this is slowly. Let me get this right. 1 second here. This is slowly but surely all getting confirmed by reputable sources as far as the actual figures being correct. But from what I'm understanding, Shannon Sharpe paid this useless OnlyFans Thot $23 million. $23 million in that settlement from a couple weeks back. So, just going hand in hand with what I was saying yesterday on my live, this is beginning to make a lot more sense as far as why ESPN decided to let Shannon Sharpe go. This is all beginning to make a lot more sense. Just keeping it real. Let's be honest, man. If someone is willing to pay $23 million to settle a lawsuit, let's just be real. Let's just exercise deductive reasoning. If you're willing to pay that much money to settle and make a lawsuit go away, man, I would say it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that you are most likely quite guilty of the things that you're being accused of. I was shorting it as far as estimating that it was about 50 to 20 million as far as the lawsuit. But new reports, like I said, slowly trickling in, and the details are beginning to get substantiated that Shannon Sharpe paid that brainless Thot $23 million to settle. $23 million to a useless, talentless OnlyFans Thot. So think about that, guys. Think about $23 million. If somebody is willing to pay that much money to settle, let's just use deductive reasoning, and let's just use some rationale here. Would someone who is actually innocent of what they are being accused of, would anyone who's actually innocent of what they're being accused of be willing to pay that kind of life-changing money to someone if they did not actually do the things that they are accused of? And as much as I previously, had respected Shannon Sharpe, I gotta say, man, the fact that these figures are beginning to get substantiated as far as what he paid out in this settlement is making me look at him in a completely different light. I'll be honest, I thought that this was initially just some baseless cash grab, but it's beginning to look like there's actually some teeth to it. $23 million in itself lets us know that there's some validity to what that girl was accusing Shannon Sharpe of. Well, what's going on with my... Hold on 1 second here. As y'all see, I'm driving, so I can't tell if... Guard your privacy. Okay, welcome to... What's going on here, man? Why the fuck do I not see... I can't tell. Okay, fuck it. But yeah, so I'm just... I don't know. I don't really know what to think about this. It's making me look at Shannon Sharpe in a completely different light, I must say. Wait a minute. There's got to be something going on here. I don't see anything on my damn screen, but I'm going to keep going. But it's got to be something. See, this is why I don't ever get on live in my car. I don't know if y'all can see me or not. All right. Anyways, let me get this off the screen. All right, there we go. But yeah, it's making me look at Shannon Sharpe in a completely different light, man. It's beginning to make me put him in the nasty, freaky nigga territory. And I didn't think I would be putting him there. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're all men. We all have our preferences and proclivities, things that we like, things that we're into. I just never thought that I'd be putting him in that nasty old man category where I am clearly putting him firmly at now. And given the fact that he is willing to pay $23 million to someone with absolutely no talent, someone who was making a living by selling pictures of their butthole on OnlyFans or doing nudes or doing adult content, the fact that he's willing to pay $23 million and retiring that chick, that lets me know that, damn, while she was not making a living doing anything reputable, that still does not give any man the right to do things against her will. And that's ultimately the bottom line here. As much as I don't respect what that little girl was doing for a living prior to this entire entanglement that she had with Shannon Sharpe, one thing that I cannot doubt at this point, seeing as $23 million is a huge number, guys. So I can't doubt that she's telling the truth, at least to an extent, when it comes to these charges, when it comes to these allegations. As much as I thought it was just a cash grab, it looks like there's actually some validity to it. And I don't even know what to say, man. This is just craziness. It's just craziness. And I was just, anybody who caught my live yesterday, I was hypothesizing that Shannon Sharpe might be able to just land on his feet as far as television networks are concerned. I thought he might be able to just return to FS1, seeing as he still probably has a lot of good relationships over there. He was kind of ousted out due to the fact that he had a contentious relationship with Skip Bayless before, as you know. But I know that he left on pretty good terms from what I understand, so he could go back over there. But now that, you know, we continue to get more and more information about this nasty ass situation, I'm beginning to wonder if that's even something that can happen at this point. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Anybody who's willing to pay $23 million to make something go away, well, for one thing, for damn sure, he's not innocent in it all. That's one thing that we should all be able to agree upon. He's not innocent. So he's definitely guilty of doing some shit that's wrong, clearly. I don't know if he put it in when she told him that she didn't want him to put it in. I don't know if he raped her like she's accusing. Who knows? One thing for damn sure, though, he did something that is clearly crossing the lines. And his conscience got to him, maybe. And he also probably wanted to just make it go away. He probably thought he had a good chance of returning to ESPN. And as we all know yesterday, he was completely fired once and for all by ESPN yesterday. I think ESPN looked at the whole situation in totality. They said, look, Shannon, we got news of what the figure was that you settled for. That leads us to believe that you are unscrupulous. You are doing some things that are immoral behind the scenes. We can't have that kind of shitstorm attached to us. Thank you for your services, but we got to let you go, bro. Peace. Craziness. Absolute craziness, man. But what do y'all think? I don't know what's going on. Is my phone tripping or what, man? I don't see anything on my screen here. Hold on. It's got to be something that I'm doing wrong here. Am I doing something? No, don't see it. I don't know. It's not letting me see it's not even letting me see my live chat for some reason. Usually I would be more than happy to interact with y'all and answer questions that y'all got. Read your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are, but I don't see shit right now. So I apologize if y'all are asking questions or if y'all are joining the conversation, but for some reason, I don't see a goddamn thing on my screen right now other than my beautiful face. So I'm just going to continue to talk, man. Or until I get tired, because like I said, I just had a championship level workout in the gym, and I am a little bit fatigued. But I just wanted to get on right quick and talk about this whole Shannon Sharpe debacle once again, because I did not know the figures yesterday. Yesterday, I was hypothesizing that it was probably somewhere in the $15 to $20 million range, which in itself is still a ton of money. Don't get me wrong. But now that we are getting almost an absolute confirmation that he paid $23 million, that, I don't know, that just makes it more real for me. I don't know how y'all feel. That just makes it more real for me once and for all. And that lets me know that he was willing to pay a huge bag to this Thot. And you don't pay these kinds of figures to women unless you're actually guilty of doing something. So, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we shall see as more details continue to come out slowly but surely. We shall see what ultimately comes about of this situation. But man, this changes everything as far as my prediction and anticipation that he will probably end up returning to FS1. I don't know if FS1 is even going to want to have anything to do with Shannon Sharpe. Before I found this out, I thought it was almost a foregone conclusion that he could just go back over there, go back with leverage as well, because he will absolutely become their biggest star on FS1. Seeing as they completely just cleaned house. They fired Joy Taylor, fired Shady McCoy, fired Emmanuel Acho. So he's ripe for the picking as far as being able to go to FS1 and completely get right back to business. But if he's really guilty of doing all of this nasty shit, which I would assume he is. 1 second, y'all. Got to get over. If he's actually guilty of doing this nasty shit, I don't think anybody's going to want to touch Shannon Sharpe. Pause. Because he's honestly going to be radioactive from a media standpoint outside of his own IP, such as Nightcap and such as Club Shay Shay. Outside of that, I think he's going to be absolutely radioactive at this given point in time, due to the fact that it appears there's actually some validity to the claims that the young lady made against him, due to the fact that he was willing to pay her such a huge amount of money to try to make this shit go away. That's just my thoughts about it. Y'all hit me up in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know how you feel about this entire debacle. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, guys. It's a pleasure as always. Y'all stay safe, stay dangerous. I might get on later on at my home once I get to my home studio and talk about things a little bit further. But as for now, that's how I feel about it, and I just wanted to go ahead and get that off my chest. I'll holler at y'all later. This is your man, Thot, your great. Peace.